Ancient settlements and early Slavs, 9th millennium BCE, 9th century CE. The territory of modern Belarus has been inhabited since prehistoric times. Early hunter-gatherers settled along rivers such as the Dnieper, Daugava, and Neman, which later became vital trade routes. Dense forests and wetlands shaped a culture adapted to survival, agriculture, and river trade. By the early medieval period, East Slavic tribes, including the Krivichs, Dregovichs, and Radomics, dominated the region. These tribes formed the ethnic and cultural foundations of the Belarusian people, developing local customs, dialects, and pagan beliefs closely tied to nature. Kievan Rus and the Principality of Polotsk, 9th to 13th century, Belarusian lands became part of Kievan Rus', the first major East Slavic state. Among its most important centers was the Principality of Polotsk, one of the earliest political entities in the region. Polotsk was a powerful and independent principality, known for trade, early literacy, and Christianity. Figures such as Saint Euphrosyne of Polotsk played a major role in cultural and religious development. Christianity spread, replacing pagan traditions and connecting Belarusian lands to the wider European Christian world. The Grand Duchy of Lithuania, a golden age, 13th to 16th century. After the Mongol invasions devastated much of Eastern Europe, Belarusian lands were absorbed into the Grand Duchy of Lithuania, one of the largest states in Europe at its height. This period is often considered a golden age. Old Belarusian, Ruthenian, became an official administrative language. Laws were codified in the famous Statutes of Lithuania, and religious tolerance allowed Orthodox, Catholic, and Jewish communities to coexist. Belarusian cities flourished as trade and cultural centers linking East and West. Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth and decline, 1569 to 1795. In 1569, the Union of Lublin created the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth. While this state was powerful, Belarusian lands increasingly fell under Polish cultural and political dominance. Polonization of the nobility, religious conflicts, and devastating wars, especially with Russia and Sweden, led to economic and demographic decline. By the late 18th century, the weakened Commonwealth was partitioned by neighboring powers. Russian Empire and National Awakening, 1795 to 1917. Belarus became part of the Russian Empire, where the use of the Belarusian language was restricted and local identity suppressed. Serfdom dominated rural life, and uprisings against imperial rule were crushed. Despite repression, the 19th century saw the beginnings of a Belarusian national awakening, with writers, poets, and intellectuals preserving folklore, language, and history. War, revolution, and Soviet rule, 1917 to 1941. The collapse of the Russian Empire during World War I allowed a brief attempt at independence with the proclamation of the Belarusian People's Republic in 1918. However, Belarus soon became a founding republic of the Soviet Union. Under Soviet rule, Belarus underwent rapid industrialization and education expansion, but also brutal repression, purges, and forced collectivization. World War II, devastation and resistance, 1941 to 1945. Belarus suffered one of the highest levels of destruction in World War II. Nazi occupation devastated cities and villages. Millions were killed, including much of the Jewish population. Belarus became a center of partisan resistance, with thousands fighting behind enemy lines. Nearly 1/3 of the population perished, leaving deep scars that still shape national memory. Soviet Belarus and post-war reconstruction, 1945 to 1991. After the war, Belarus was rebuilt into a major industrial republic within the USSR. Cities like Minsk were reconstructed, often in monumental Soviet style. Despite economic growth, political freedom remained limited. The Chernobyl disaster, 1986, had a catastrophic impact on southern Belarus, contaminating large areas and affecting generations. Independence in modern Belarus, 1991 present. With the collapse of the Soviet Union in 1991, Belarus declared independence. Unlike many post-Soviet states, Belarus retains strong centralized authority and close ties with Russia. Modern Belarus balances its Soviet legacy with a distinct cultural identity rooted in language, memory of wartime suffering, and historical endurance. A nation, shaped by survival. Belarus's history is the story of a land repeatedly caught between greater powers, yet never erased. From medieval principalities and European commonwealths to imperial rule, total war, and modern statehood, Belarus endured through resilience, memory, and cultural continuity. It is a country shaped not by conquest, but by survival.